Hey, what's up, guys? It's Artbook Addiction here, and we're here with the new Artbook review. So today we're going to be looking at Takehiko Inoue illustrations for Slam Dunk. Okay. To be honest, I have not seen Slam Dunk. Okay. I haven't read it. I don't really know. I kind of know like the legacy of Slam Dunk, but I don't really know of the actual property. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Okay. But I'm a huge fan of Takehiko Inoue, okay? His work on Vagabond, absolutely fabulous, okay? So that's where I kind of know his work, and that's where I kind of know and am familiar with his style, right? But, you know, legendary artists, like, you know, what really else is there to say? You know what I mean, right? So, yeah, I got this in Japan. I got it for a pretty good deal. I know this book is pretty sought after. I don't really know the price, but I'm sure it's not that cheap, right? So, yeah, that's what we'll be looking at today. Before we start the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. Check out my prints and Patreon. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member and join that Discord. And with that, let's get into it. All right, so first, let us look at the cover illustration, okay? Something I wanted to note, by the way, is like the texture of the paper right here of this cover is fabulous. Okay, there's something about this texture right here that you don't really see in many other art books, right? So just wanted to note that, right? It's a very lovely texture right here, and it's like, see the print right here, it has like this like embossed feeling to it, so there's like a kind of like a depth to it. Really nice. Okay. And then we have, I'm assuming, our main character, right? So yeah, let's get into it. Very nice cover. This reminds me of like basketball shorts. You know what I mean? Right. Okay. Inoue Takehiko illustrations. Yeah, the name is different because it's Japanese, right? Okay. And we have our main guy, we have another guy, right? Yeah, these are actually, I want to say they're done in gouache, maybe, right? Yeah. Like normally I would say this is like watercolor because he's a huge like watercolor guy, but this might be gouache, either gouache or acrylic, but it's definitely an opaque medium. Yeah, probably gouache by the look of it, right? And they're just simple illustrations, right? Like you see how like not everything is completely like labored. Like look at those like this hand right here, not completely labored, but you know the illustration is coming through, and I'm sure he has a lot of reference, you know, to basketball, from basketball rather, right? Like you know it's probably some athlete who's in this pose, and the shirt is like that. You know what I mean, right? That's the power of reference, guys. Okay. Look at that shot. See, sports illustration is really cool because you get to have some very dynamic poses. Okay, right? Like look at this pose. Look at that expression. You know, you could feel the movement, right? That's why you know there's a lot of athletic artists, right? Or athlete artists. You know what I mean? Artists who paint athletes. You know what I mean? Who draw athletes, right? Because it's so dynamic. You could feel the motion, right? So like right here, you could feel it. You could feel the ball leaving the hand, right? And it's all implied, but there's a great feeling of movement throughout the piece, right? Really cool. Look at that. See that? Look at that reach up. You see, and you know, like you could feel the jump in that. Really cool. Yeah, this one's awesome. I really like this one. This one's a little bit more painterly, right? Awesome, dude. Really cool. And see, that's why it's worth it to you know, try drawing different subject matter, right? Because like you know, of course, like see Takehiko Inoue, he was very inspired by basketball through his childhood. Really loved basketball, so like he took from himself on a subject that he really enjoyed, and because he played it, he knew like the movements, right, of it. So like in a way, by drawing it, he's kind of like cementing it in his mind, right, how the movements are and how they're depicted, right? So cool little sketch right here, by the way. This includes a lot of the drawings that we saw, right? Really cool. Wow. So I guess this guy's spoon feeding this mini guy. Maybe it's like a rookie or some shit, I don't know. But yeah, here, look at this. You can see him like prepping himself, right, getting himself ready, right, and then he's like, come on, get your head in the game, come on, you know, right, which is very relatable, right? It's to smack those nerves out of your brain, right? Really cool, really cool stuff. Very expressive right here, and I like that the colors are very consistent with each other. So you have like the red skin tone, and then for the shadow you have this like purple tone that's opaque that you paint over, right? Really cool, and well done. Awesome, dude. And it's just a painting, you know what I mean? That's what I love about it. It doesn't feel like it's trying to be more than it is, right? It's just like, it's a painting of this, and that's it, you know what I mean? Nothing complicated about it, nothing crazy about it, right? Like, individually these illustrations would be good, but by combining so many of these illustrations, you really start to get a picture of what he's trying to do, right? Let's see. Look at that. Look at that sweat. Look at that movement. You can feel the movement, right? And then Aleph. Okay. That must be either some kind of like oil or some shit. I don't know. Some kind of relief. Drawing some hands. Okay. Oh, we get some sketches right here. Yeah, you can see him prepping. Look at that drawing, dude. Right? I'm telling you, dude, it all starts with a drawing, dude. Man. See, dude, like, this is like, I cannot draw this well, dude. You know what I mean? Like, some people, they're just drawers, man. You know what I mean? Like, people who could just, like, do this kind of stuff. And, like, I don't know, like, you have to be a line person, you know what I mean? Like I could do this, but just like not in line, you know what I mean? Right? But it would take so much work because it's painting, it's shape based, right? Which takes forever, right? So you can't do it that quickly, right? So it's just by its own nature, like you can't like I can't do something like this where it's like simple, you know. I mean, I could do something like that, but it would not be to this level, right? Because I'm just naturally not a line person, you know what I mean? Right? So I really admire those people who are line people, who are good with line and just have like a natural talent for it, because it's just so foreign to me, you know what I mean? And like I've worked with you know, pencil and line, all that stuff. It's just like I can never get it to look so expressive and so like simple and well done as like someone like, you know, Takehiko, Inoue, right? And of course, I'm not trying to strive to be like, oh my god, like I gotta be as good as him, you know what I mean, kind of thing. It's just that I recognize that, like, you know, my natural talent is not within pencil. Like like with pencil, like I'm okay. It's just like I don't have a talent for it. You know what I mean? I don't have a natural inclination towards it, okay, or line, right? And I'm like, of course I push myself to do it. You know what I mean? And I've gotten pretty like competent with it, right? It's just that it doesn't have the same charm as like, you know, these guys, you know what I mean? Or someone who, you know, like maybe not draw as well, but like, and draws simpler, but has that charming line, that charming style with line, right? Like for me, the charm comes from the painting, you know what I mean? So I really admire these mangaka and like artists like this who look at this. Like, see, with something like this, they could do this probably in like a week. You know what I mean? Right? Because it's so simple, and there's a lot going on, right? But because it's lined, you just go whoop, 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 you know, and you draw it out, and it's done. And it's done in like an afternoon, right? Like my paintings take weeks, dude. Okay, they take weeks to do, right? And the line would never be this like thin ever, because, you know, brush is not thin, right? But look at that, dude. Look at that spread. Look at that spread, dude. Really awesome. I'm guessing this is like the majority of the cast, you know, whether like villains or heroes, right? Really, really cool. And it has such an attitude about it. You know what I mean? Really, really like that. Look at that. Ooh, wow. Let's see. This is done in... This is not... I wanted... Maybe oil? Maybe. Probably just gouache. Yeah, it's probably just gouache, because it's so thin right here. And it looks like an illustration board, right? It's probably gouache, but he's just trying to do it more painterly, right? Awesome, dude. Awesome. Really well done. Wow. Look at that. See that energy, right? And then you have like, and here's the crew. You know what I mean? Wow. See, and then he just takes the illustration, right, that he had already, and then just repaints it, right? You know what I mean? Wow. He's just good, man. He's just good. Yeah. The colors here, I'm not the biggest fan of right here. The background colors, right? Expression's good. This is good, right? See, this one's really good right here. I like this. I love what's going on right here. This looks more like oil. Yeah, this one looks a lot more like oil, right? You can see the brushwork right here. It looks a lot more like oil. Really impressive illustrations, man. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's gouache. Yeah, you can see it's definitely gouache. See how flat that is? That's gouache. You can't get that with oil. Really cool stuff. I should try gouache. It's just that I have like a fuck gouache, whatever. It's too watery, you know. I don't know. I should try it out, because I've learned how to do watercolor well. You know what I mean? So I think it might be worth trying gouache out, since I love oil paint, and I like how quick watercolors are. So I'm like, imagine how quick gouache can be, because it's opaque and it's transparent. You know what I mean? Yeah, really cool. This is nice. These remind me, like, the backgrounds kind of remind me of like Ashley Wood for some reason. Really cool. Wow, look at that aura. Look at that aura, dude. Wow. And then we have a girl, right? I'm guessing maybe she's a fan, or I don't know, but she's really pretty. I like that. She kind of looks Latina, you know? She kind of looks like a Mexican girl. You know, because she has like the curly hair, and yeah, she's really pretty. I like that. Cute illustration. Very nice. The one female oasis in this male-dominated anime or manga. This is really cool. I like how everybody has like kind of like a color going on. You know what I mean? Like red, blue. I guess like pinkish, right? Like a peach, right? And then this is more pink, and then purple, right? And you can see that he's willing to experiment, right? Like, look at this. This is a completely more like graphic style, right? And then here we have like the typical like manga style, right? And I like his coloring, dude. That's an issue I have with a lot of manga, is that they don't know how to color, dude. You know what I mean? I've always wondered, like, why like they don't do like colored versions of manga. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that could be a huge market. You know what I mean? Right? Like you release the black and white, right? And then for the final like deluxe version, you do like a colored version. You know what I mean? Right? And I know there's people who color it, but I'm talking about like on a professional level, like no, we want this whole thing colored, and this person can do the job. You know what I mean? Right? Kind of like how they do comics over here. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, she's cute. I like that. This is that a basketball? It looks more like a maybe like a volleyball or some shit. That's cute. And you can see he's a what is it called? Delinquent, right? You know, I've always I've always wondered why like delinquent characters, right? Like they always like, I guess it's that era, you know what I mean, right? From like the 80s, 90s, right? There was a huge like delinquent culture, right? But at the same time, like I just feel like artists really relate to the delinquent. You get what I'm saying, right? At least I do. You know what I mean, right? But there's characters like Naruto. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this guy, right? Yu Yu Hakusho delinquent, right? And I just feel like there is this kinship between the artist and the delinquent, right? Because I feel like a lot of artists they have like a delinquent attitude, right? They have a rebelliousness to them. You know what I mean, right? And there's just something relatable to that. You know what I mean? Like for me personally, I love delinquent characters. I love like you know the delinquents who are like more like a main character, who are like clearly they're delinquent, but they're also like cool. You know what I mean? They're not like douchebags. You know what I mean? But they still got a tooth to them. They still have like an attitude. You know what I mean? Right? They're still rebellious. You know what I mean? And I just feel like there is this, like, again, you see it a lot with manga and artists, right? And I feel like it's just because that artists will naturally have a more rebellious attitude, a more delinquent kind of attitude, right? Not necessarily like the same actions, right? But it definitely like a rebelliousness that I feel like a lot of people find relatable. You know what I mean? There you go. This is more of like a cartoony style, right? For some reason, this kind of reminds me of The Simpsons. I don't know, like there's something about the coloring, not here, but like here, right? Something this kind of reminds me of The Simpsons. I don't know why. Yeah. But see how I was willing to do this kind of like more like cutesy style, right? You like the whole point is that you're trying different things, right? See, different styles, completely different look, right? I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this, you know, but like fuck it, right? Oh, this is with marker. Okay, this is more like a comic style, you know, like the pop comics, right? Really cool. Right, and since the drawing is so like well made, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter what style or color you change it, right? Look at that, dude. You know who this looks like? It looks like Miyata from Hajime no Ippo. There you go. I like that guy too. I like these guys. There's a multicolored girl. Is that the same girl? Yeah, she has like curly hair. Yeah, and then this one's more of a like an ink pen and ink drawing. Just adding a little bit of color right there. Beautiful. There's the girlfriend or some shit, right? Interesting choice to do with this kind of penciling right here after he watercolored it. Interesting. And then you have like the thrown ball hand, you know what I mean? Really cool. Really cool. Oh, he's doing it again right here. Yeah. So I guess he is doing the shadows with that, right? And then he's just, it's interesting, you know what I mean? It's interesting. It's showing that he's experimenting. It looks pretty good actually, from like if you look kind of like, if you just kind of squint, right? Here looks really good, adds a lot of emotion right here. I wouldn't want to do it. Personally, I wouldn't want to do that because like like you have all this work and now you're covering it up with this pencil, right? I would do it more cautiously, which, you know, he did well, so it's like, you know, it's not even a bad thing. It's just like I can see where it could go wrong, right? This is more like in the vein of Vagabond, right? Really cool. I feel like he likes to draw men more, you know, right? People tend to lean one way or the other, right? I definitely feel like he likes to draw men more, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like oh my god, he's dude, is he gay? It's none of that, right? It's just like some people have a tendency to draw one sex better than the other, right? Because if someone draws, like, with their line work, a lot more hard lines, a lot more, like, hard features, they'll draw men better, right? But if they like to draw softly, or, like, they like to draw more rounded, right, they'll tend to draw females better, right? Something worth keeping in mind when you're drawing, right? Yeah, look at that. Such a fantastic... And, you know, he does both well, so, like, you know, what am I even saying, right? Because at the end of the day, if you could draw both, you could draw both, right? But clearly... he liked to draw the boys. You get what I'm saying? He liked to draw the boys, yeah. Okay, cool little panels right here. Different styles. See how he's always experimenting, dude? Always trying out something new. You know, someone on my server was like, you know, very like, oh, like I don't know what to draw. How do I get better? How do I, you know, like, how do I improve? And I'm like, you gotta draw different things, dude. You gotta do a lot of different shit, right? It'll keep you fresh. You know what I mean? Even if you have like a main thing, it's cool, but it's worth also like exploring like different avenues just to freshen you up if you're feeling a little like burnt out. You know what I mean? Really cool. And this book is so simple too. I really like the format. You know what I mean? Just simple pages with like a, you know, you can see the little comic cutouts right here. Very nice. Oh, and here are the boys in Nevada, I guess. I don't know. It's hot as fuck. Okay, so you gotta show off some skin. You know what I mean? Right, and look at that color. Look at that blue. That blue is so vivacious, dude. Okay, right, and like, come on, this painting has such a nice feeling to it. Really cool. I like that the composition is like down here, and then the only thing that's really linking it is the basketball pool. Really cool. Oh, he's here with some dogs, right? See, very simple dogs, very simple, right? But that's all you need, dude. Sometimes that's all you need. You know what I mean? Right? Look, see that house? Very simple. Because painting, it's a different game, dude. Painting, you gotta keep it simple, right? Wow. And we have him just sleeping by the yard. And we got the two goyles, you know, they're like, hey, sleepy guy. This one's good. It's just, I think the purple might have made things a little too messy right here. You know what I mean? Everything's kind of like blending in. I get what he's going for. He's going for like a kind of like a speed lines thing. I just don't know how successful it is because he already has these lines right here, right? So this is kind of getting lost a little bit, right? So I think it would have been better if he, if anything, outlined with a more darker tone. See, this is cute. Very nice. Goyo with some flowers. Always very nice. Oh, dude, this is killer right here. Love this. Wow. Love this. See everything. This is the kind of work that I like, right? Where everything's like separated. You know what I mean? And there's a nice silhouette and like everything is very defined. You know what I mean? Right. And then here in the opposite, where it's like a lot more loose. Things are kind of, you know, disappearing, a lot simpler, right? I like it. It's just that I like this more. You know what I mean? But this is, you know, it's just a matter of rendering. You know what I mean? And then there's like, dude, he does all that and he does the manga. Like, that's just insane. That's that level of workload is just, I can't comprehend it, dude. I cannot comprehend this amount of work, doing this amount of work. It's just like for me, for me, it's too much because, like, you know, my hands, like, I'm out of the game, right? But like for someone who is in the game, like, I can't imagine doing all this shit. It's so much shit to do. Wow, what an artist, dude. What an incredible artist. So he was doing stuff like this, and he played basketball, and he, like, you know what I mean? It's like, you're like, the Japanese are crazy, dude. Look at that, dude. He's like, I'm going for that ball, bitch. Look at that motion, dude. Look at that. Like you can feel this guy like bracing. He's like, okay, I gotta fucking get ready, dude. This son of a bitch is coming, dude. Wow. Really cool. Really like this one. And see all these colors and all these tones and the way this looks, right? I feel like you only really see this in traditional mediums, right? It's just this look, you know, like you know when something's digital, and you know when something's traditional, right? It just has this look about it, and like, you know, digital, like they're always trying to mimic the look of traditional, but they just it just never will like come through as well. You know what I mean, right? And I'm not saying like, you know, one's better than the other, right? Even though I like one more than the other, right? But it just has this look about it. You know, it just has this look where you're like, whoa, this is like a real painting. You know what I mean? Like the color choices, like some color choices only work in traditional. You know what I mean? If you did it digital, it just looks kind of weird. It's like, oh well, because it's so refined, you like choices like that are seen more easily. You know what I mean? Right? I don't know, there's something about it. It's because you could push more in traditional. You know what I mean? Look at that. Awesome, dude. Crazy spread right there, dude. Wow. Very well done. Look at that. Killer. Killer stuff. I love this style right here, where he has like the illustration, ink, and then like with the I guess, let's see, are these markers? Yeah, these with markers. Awesome, dude. Clearly his bread and butter, dude. Right? And then we have the gouache style. Again, he is experimenting so much, right? And I'm sure he's getting a lot of reference from basketball, right? Just really well done, dude. Okay. Wow, look at that. We got the lineup right here. I like how they show the eyes, you know what I mean? To kind of, or he shows the eyes rather, because it's a single artist. And it shows like a different expression of each, right? And you could kind of get a little bit of a different personality, especially with our main character right there. Like these guys are like, okay, like I'm here, you know. He's like, what's over there, dude? And then he's like, you know, he's looking straight at us, but he's, you know, it's kind of normal. And then this guy's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. I'm gonna murder you, dude. Okay, right? He's like, I'm going for that throat, dude. You know, I'm like, damn, bro. That throat go? You know, I'm just joking, dude. Let's see. We got the three guys like right here, and I guess, oh, you know what? We're like, it's maybe from the ball. Like we are the ball. You know, the audience is the ball, and we're going for the hoop, and these guys are all just like staring at us. That's a cool idea, dude. Honestly, like, do they do that in like basketball movies? Because that's a really cool idea. Like being from the ball's perspective. They probably do that. That's pretty pretty, what is it called? Like, obvious, you know what I mean? This one's really cool. This is done with a marker, right? And again, just showing that, like, you know, he's willing to experiment and do a lot of different things, right? Yeah, dude, what an incredible artist. What an incredible artist, dude. And see how he could depict the same, like, subject in so many different ways, right? That's why I'm telling you guys, like if you're feeling stale, if you're feeling a little like oh, like I'm kind of stuck where I am, you know, just switch it up, dude. Switch it up. Switch up your subject, switch up your medium, you know, switch up like your approach, switch up your process, you know what I mean? If you see someone else do a different process, right? Obviously you want to know your process though, right? But yeah, like do little experiments, right? It doesn't even have to be that big of a change. Look at that, fantastic, dude. Fantastic. Is this okay? It could be watercolor. Watercolor? I don't see anything opaque. It is watercolor. No? It could be watercolor gouache. It could be watercolor gouache, but I'm leaning more towards just watercolor. Fantastic. Look at that ball, dude. Look at how good that ball is made. Wow. Jesus Christ, dude. Look at this guy. Look at this son of a bitch, dude. I'm telling you guys, dude, traditional media, it has a different look to it, you know? Like it's like the allowance of mistakes, you know what I mean? Or like the mistakes make them, like not the mistakes make them better, but like it doesn't have to be so perfect, you know what I mean? In a way, right? There's a looseness that is allowed, you know what I mean? Which is something that you don't get with digital media, right? With digital media, everything has to be so like crystal clear, you know what I mean? And here there's a lot more room for like ambiguity. Like look at this pose, dude. Look at that. Fantastic, dude. You can feel the energy. And right here, like this guy, like even this guy looks great, dude. You know? Fantastic, dude. Okay. Let's see. Wow, look at those faces, dude. So expressive. It has this very like pastel kind of look to it as well. Yeah, really cool. Are these like new guys? Is this like the next generation or something? Cool, dude. Yep, we got like a bunch of like trading cards right here. Really cool. And then you have like the positions too. Like, bro. Look at that one where they're losing the detail and like they all kind of like group up as one orange shape. Really cool. Wow. I like this one a lot. There's something about this. It reminds me of like those old like Japanese illustrations. Like something about the wood paneling reminds me of that. Really cool, dude. Wow. Look at the energy of that, dude. Look at that high five, dude. That bah, dude. You know? Look at that energy. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Did he do this before Vagabond? No, right? I'm not sure. Probably before, right? But either way, like, what an incredible artist, man. What an incredible artist, man. Like, look at these guys, dude. Wow. Beautiful, dude. I guess this is a, like a, what is it called? Index, right? We got the final shot right here. Look at that. Awesome, bro. Awesome. And here they are in training. come on, dude. Look at that. We have a little end thing from Takehiko Inoue. I'm sure this is probably like a talking about his life in basketball and how much he loved it. Right? Look at that, dude. Come on. Look at these crew of boys, dude. Look at these boys. And boom, he's just taking a fucking nap, dude. Taking a fucking nap after that, dude. I'm like, you got it. You deserve it, bro. Take a nap, dude. And that's it, guys. There you go. Here's the back of the book, right? You see that nice paper again? Awesome, right? 1900 yen. It's so much cheaper in Japan, dude. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. All right, so let us flip this book over and enter the review portion. All right, guys, let us enter the review portion for Takehiko Inoue illustrations for Slam Dunk, okay? Again, like I said, I haven't read Slam Dunk. I know of it, and I know, like, some stuff, but, like, that's about it, right? Never actually read it, never actually watched it, right? But all I could say is that the art is fantastic, okay? I'm a huge Takehiko Inoue fan, and I love his work on Vagabond, and here it just proves that he is the GOAT, dude. He is, like, oh my god, dude, like, the work is just so incredible, okay? Right? It's just so fucking good, you know what I mean? That, like, come on, bro. And he's, like, switching up mediums, he's changing styles and all that stuff, and he just does it so effortlessly, right? And he's not afraid to experiment. He's not afraid to, like, make something look a little bit simpler to, like, you know what I mean? It's just such a treat for an artist to see, okay? This book is expensive, guys. This book, I don't know what it is right now online, but I've seen it for, like, I think, like, 60, like, to 100 or some shit. It's something stupid, right? I got lucky. I was able to pick up this book for, like, 20, maybe less, right? Because I was in Japan, and I found it, right? It was a lucky find, and I'm really glad that I did, okay? Really fantastic book. If you guys can pick it up, I really, really recommend it, right? Hopefully they'll maybe make an American version, or they'll make it they'll start printing it out again, you know what I mean? So that it's a little bit lower in price, right? But if you're wondering if it was worth it or not, I'd say it was, okay? I don't know if it's like $100 worth it, maybe $60, right? Depending on your situation, right? But if you think, if you're wondering if the art is worth it, hell fucking yeah, dude. Hell fucking yeah. And the quality of the book, like that paper texture, awesome, dude. Even this little sleeve thing right here, awesome, dude, okay? A great little book. I think about like 100 and something pages, right? Really fantastic. I highly recommend it, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this book. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please, if you enjoyed this review, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. Check out my Princeton Patreon if you want to support the channel. Consider becoming a channel member and join that Discord, okay? All that bullshit. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.